Hello students, in this video we are going to now study about houses, drains and streets in the Harappan civilization or in the cities of Harappa. Generally, the houses here were either one or two stories high with rooms built around a courtyard. Most of the houses had a separate bathing area and some had wells to supply water. Now you can imagine how advanced these people were. Like they had separate bathrooms for themselves and they were self-reliant in terms of water because they had wells in their houses. Many of these cities had covered drains, and one of the most remarkable features of Harappan civilization was its town planning. The streets cut each other at the right angle, as you can see in the picture. The houses in Harappa were one or two stories high. They had a central courtyard around which many rooms were built. Most of these houses had a separate bathing area, as we already read, and some even had wells to supply water. Many cities of Harappan civilization had covered drains. Now, the drainage system of Harappa is very unique and it is the most advanced and sophisticated drainage system for its time. Covered drains had holes at regular intervals for regular checking and cleaning. As you can see in the picture, the drains were covered so that the water is not openly running, so that there is no foul smell coming. It was very important for the Harappan people to live in good health and hygiene. The drains of the houses had a gentle slope so that the water could flow through them. The drains in the houses were connected to the drains of the streets, and smaller drains led to the bigger ones. So, in this way, the drains connected each and every house. Dirty water from each house connected or was sent through the drains to the larger drains and then to the bigger ones. So, in this way, the system was so advanced and so well planned. Seeing the houses, trains, and streets, it seems that they all might have been built at the same time. So basically, these houses, drains, street, the quality they have, the architecture they have, tell us the fact that all these were built together. It was not like first houses were made, or first streets were made, or first drains were made. No, they were built at the same time. Now let's look at the life in the city. A Harappan city was a very busy place. There were people who planned the construction of special buildings in the city. These were probably the rulers who ruled these cities. The rulers of Harappa sent people to faraway lands or places to get many things such as metals, precious stones, etc. Out of that, the rulers may have kept the most valuable things, such as gold and silver ornaments or beautiful beads, for themselves. Apart from the rulers, there were scribes, or the people who knew how to write. They helped in the preparation of the seals. As you can see in the picture, these were the Harappan seals. A seal was a device for making an impression on wax, clay, paper, or any other medium. It acted as a signature of the king. So these seals had a very big importance attached to them. The people of Harappan civilization traveled to distant lands and returned with raw materials. There were men, women, and craftspersons who used to make all kinds of things with the help of raw materials. There were craftspersons also who worked either in their own homes or in special workshops. out of different type of craft remains from Harappan cities. One very important archaeological remain was the terracotta clay toys, which were found by the archaeologists. And these terracotta toys would have been used and must have been used by the children for playing and other purposes. Now looking at these pictures, here we can see is the picture of a street in Mohenjo-daro with a drain. This is the picture of a well. Now Harappan seal, the thing about Harappan seal is that the signs on the top of the seal are a part of a script. This is the earliest form of writing known in the subcontinent. Scholars have tried to read the signs, but we still do not know exactly what these signs actually mean. Since we have already read that most of the Harappan people were involved in some kind of craft making, so let us talk about new crafts in the city. So, out of those objects that were made and found in the Harappan cities, these things have been found by archaeologists are made up of stone, shell, metal, including copper, bronze, gold, silver. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments, and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. Perhaps the most striking finds are those of beads, weights, and blades. Now let us look at this picture. This is the picture of stone weights. Notice how carefully and precisely these weights are shaped. These were made up of chert, a kind of stone. These were probably used to weigh precious stones or metals. In the right, this picture is of the beads. Many of these were made out of carnelian, a beautiful kind of red stone. The stone was cut, shaped, polished, and finally a hole was bored through the center so that string could be passed through it. Now, the Harappans also made seals out of stones, and these seals were rectangular in shape, as we've already seen. And these usually have an animal carved on them. They have imprints of an animal. The Harappans also made pots with beautiful black designs. Cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh from about 7,000 years ago. Actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. So these remains or archaeological remains have given us the evidence that cotton was used here. Now, the archaeologists have also found spindle whorls made up of terracotta and faience. These were used to spin thread. Now, let us talk about faience. This is a material that is artificially produced. A gum was used to shape sand or powdered quartz into object. Basically, this is a type of an object, or this was a material which was artificially produced by the Harappans, which tells us how advanced they were. Now, most of the crafts that were found at Harappa were produced by specialists. A specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work like cutting stone or polishing, etc.